Hey, it's May Long Weekend, and I am on my way up to Edmonton. As you can see, the sky is pretty clear up here. In Calgary, when I woke up, it was snowing in parts of Calgary and raining in most parts. North of Calgary, it cleared up, which is nice. I'm on my way to Panoka, and then going to Bittern Lake Ranch and some other places in Edmonton for a few days. And yeah, just documenting all the old historical stuff, which I wish I'd known was there when I lived there. But anyway, thank you for joining. I am here in Panoka, Alberta, small town. I'd never been here before. I'd only driven by the turnoff on Highway 2 previously, but the main reason I wanted to come here was for this. This is an abandoned, what was going to be a 5,000 square foot, I guess, sales and tech center for preformed concrete, which is what it is made out of. Apparently it was built in 2008, I believe, and the company went out of business. So the construction stopped, and here it sits. So, but there's a lot of cool stuff here, actually. There's 2 old hotels. There's old IDA drug pharmacy. There's an old movie theater, and a lot of the older buildings have plaques on them too, so with information. So it's pretty cool, really cool. So I'm glad I stopped off today. So here I am on Main Street in Wetaskiwin. The reason I'm in my car right now is because it is a little breezy right now, but that wind is cold. But this is obviously the Imperial Bank of Canada, and they've got a few other buildings right here that were all built in the early 1900s, 1906, 1910 era in there. And I'm going to see the train station next, which is unfortunate because now there's a train going in behind it, but I will get some photos of the train station now. Hello, I am back online, and this is my main goal for the day. This is Bittern Lake Ranch, they call it. Now, it looks a little different, or a little weird, because that back left side, it collapsed just a couple weeks ago, unfortunately. So, but what a beautiful house. It was built in 1897, if you can imagine that. Probably why it stood so long, because it was built really well back then, with logs and ties and all that. So anyway, that is Bittern Lake Ranch, built in 1897. Welcome back. I am at the Holy Trinity Church, west of Nisku, Alberta. I figured I would record the audio in here because it is so windy out today. You wouldn't be able to hear me, so I'll take you out to the church now so you can have a look at it. It was first built in 1907. Then I think it burned down, and the current structure was built in 1923. So lots of history around here with old churches, and obviously lots of fires back then because it was all made out of wood. I'm sure this is still wood frame on the inside with siding on the outside, but it's a nice church, so I will. Oh, and traffic seems to have died down a bit now too, but I think it's going to be so windy that you won't hear me. But let's have a look at what we have here. There's the steeple with the bell. The wind's even blowing my gimbal around. Doesn't want to stay still at all. But that is the church. Here, we've got another sign over here. It says 1932. I'll read that while you can hear me. This cross is from the steeple of the second church on this site. Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary, 1915-1924. Then changed to Visitation of the Blessed Virgin Mary, 1924-30, when the second church burned down in 1930. The charge remains and this cross were buried on the edge of the grounds in 1989. This cross was found during a yard cleanup and its restoration was completed in 1992. And that is the cross right there. Another cool piece of history. So I don't know if it's abandoned or not, but I'm gonna get my camera and take some photos, and I'll do some video at the other church that's right by here. Welcome back. And just down the road is this one. This is a St. Mary's Russian Orthodox Church with a cemetery right there. And again, it's windy and noisy. At least it's not too windy over this way. So I'll try it with audio. And that is the church itself right there. And like most churches, there are a couple of outhouses over here in the bushes. Usually the outhouses are stuck out back. But very, very interesting design on this church. But very pretty. So now I am at St. Paul's Evangelical Lutheran Church in Ellerslie, southern Edmonton. There's a white building on the other side that is a 21-foot by 21-foot prayer hall, and it was built in the late 1800s. So let's see what we've got here. Hopefully it's not too noisy. And hopefully the wind doesn't blow my little gimbal camera around too much so that you can see it. Nice church. That bell is from the original church, from what I read. So that's pretty cool. I'll have to see what all these bells and signs are for. But look at that, 1896 to 1996. it's pretty cool. But there in the background is the white one from glad to see my device is not working correctly. Let's just do this then. So it was basically because it's a Lutheran church, they actually called this area Luther Hort. But Betzal is a prayer hall. Learning something new every day with all this history stuff, I'll tell you that. Anyway, time's getting on. I gotta get my camera, get some photos here, and then head to my mom's and call it a day. Thanks for following me today. Day 1. Hey, welcome to day 2 of Photoman's Edmonton trip. We're here in Fort Saskatchewan at the old CP railway station. So I will be doing some photos over there of that. My mom is actually joining me on this trip. So we got 2 people limping around. It's a whole family affair. But yeah, I'm gonna get some photos of this gorgeous old railway station that the tracks used to run through here. And we used to have grain elevators here when I first moved here in 1981, early 80s. So quite interesting stuff. Lots of history here too. Some buildings right around this area, just on the other side of that, right around here that are old and historic. So we'll be taking photos of that too. Then we'll be off hopefully to St. Albert to get photos of and video of the White School, they call it. And that was built in the 1800s, I believe. But again, a lot more history I've got to research when I get home. Hey, welcome back. We are here, if I can get my device working properly. We are here on 95th Street and I think it's about 101st Ave in Edmonton. That's the Hecla block, Hecla, and it's 1914. And all down here, there's all of these buildings on the left that are 1913 dating. And then you've got the corner bridge building down at the end. Down there, the one that's on the corner, it's in a pie-shaped lot. And that's from about 1912, 1913 as well. So lots of stuff to photograph around here. So this is the historic McKay School, downtown Edmonton, and it was built in, I believe, 1904. Beautiful building. And after I'm done photographing this beautiful building, I'm going to go to that 1800s school, which is just in behind here. Alright, I did the McKay School, and now I am at the Richie Mill. This is the oldest flour mill in Alberta. It was built originally in 1892, and obviously has gone under some restorations and such over the years. But yeah, gorgeous old building right in the middle of downtown on top of Saskatchewan Drive. If you know Edmonton, that's a lovely place along the top of the ravine, along the Saskatchewan River. But there you go. That is the Richie Mill.